Hello, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 26th May and this is a Europe session. Do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content of this webinar is mainly educational purpose and use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of any trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So, with that, we move on to our live analysis. Okay, the key data that's out today is ECB president going to give a talk. I think Fed chairman has already given a talk. Then tomorrow we have from the US durable goods orders and consumer confidence. Then Wednesday we have Swiss National Bank giving a talk. Then we have Aussie CPI, and we have a New Zealand interest rate announcement and statement, followed by the press conference. Okay. Then on the 29th, we have a FOMC minutes. Okay, we have a FOMC minutes, and we have Euro banks on holiday. Okay, I don't know, a couple of banks on holiday, and US pending home sales and prelim GDP and unemployment claims. Then finally, the Friday, we have a BOE governor talking and German prelim CPI. So, and Canadian GDP and core PCI. So, there's a couple of data that is going to be out this week. Okay, the main thing is today there is no data, and only the Fed chairman is going to give a talk. Okay, as far as the open trades are concerned, there are no open trades, and let's move on to our live analysis. So here, looking at this, let's see. Okay, now we have the daily. Okay, euro is up on the daily and weekly. Pound is up on the daily and weekly, and yen is flat. Swiss franc is flat. Aussie is up. New Zealand is up. Canadian is flat. So we are seeing a dollar weakness on the beginning of the week. Okay, as far as this hourly hourly is concerned, this is flat. Okay, this is flat. So that means we have to go for a buy, cautious buy, uh, uh, and try to exit within the range, or uh, expect the high to break. So these are the things we can expect. So as far as the euro is concerned, let's see. Well, let's see. Okay, before we go on to that, let's see whether there is any movement on the gold. Just before we go on. Okay, gold is showing weakness. Okay, gold is showing weakness on the 2 hours and on the 6 hours. Remember last week I said this week is going to be a down week for the gold. So we are expecting this 2 hours to come down. Right now this hourly is all down, so maybe we can go on a trade on the gold. Then finally we look into the dollar. So if you look into the 2 hours, so another 2 hours of weakness is expected. So price, we should see the price going, and the selling level should be somewhere near 43, 43, 44 and 50. So these are the selling levels. So now let's see what is our target, because since we are going for a sell, and what we will see what will be the target. So the target we are looking for is 3323 or lower, and this is we should be expecting this target within the next 2 hours. Okay, and as far as the stop loss is concerned, Okay, we have a 2 hours high which is 39, so that means we got to put a stop at 40 or slightly higher, and the 6 hours high is 52 and high. So more or less I think we know what should be done and how we can trade this. So let's confirm in the chart. Let's go for the trade. Okay, now this is, since your 2 hours, okay, 2 hours is trading down, okay, and this is just breaking the range. So if it breaks this, then 31 half should be the next target, and 26 and 24 is your minimum target. Okay, then finally we can even see 22 or 16. I think that's what the system is telling us. So that means as of now we will take our target as 26. So now we got to see our entry. So when we look into the entry, okay, we can go on staggered basis. We go on zero point 0.2 selling, and this trade is going to be for the next 2 hours. Okay, next 2 hours. So what we can do is, we will try to sell at 38 zero point 0.2, and remember 39 39 half, that is your 2 hour high. So then we can go for 43 43 or 42 half. Then the stop should be 52 half and 50 half. So now we'll go on two entries. Okay, one is 20% at 38 half, then another 30% at 43, and another, we can go for a three tier entry, another 30% at 47 or 48. So put in order to sell at 38, 38, 43, 47, and for the 38 we'll put a stop at 45. Okay, $7. Okay, let me give you the signal. Cautious sell, cautious sell, XAU lot 0.2. We'll go on 0.2. Either you can go on 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, or 0.2, 0.4, and 0.7 or 8. Okay, so we'll go on 0.2, 0.4, and 0.8. Okay, if you think that is high, then you reduce to 0.135. Okay, so sell at, okay, just now I said 3338, 3343, 33448. Okay, uh, then the stop, we will take it as, for the 38 we'll put it as 44 or 45. Okay, stop at 3345. Then the 43 stop, we will try 3351 and 3353. Okay, as far as the TP is concerned, TP will go for uh, 3 3 3326, 3323, and 3316. This should be the trade setup, and this should be our trade entry for gold. So we are bearish. Give me a minute, huh? Sorry. So we are bearish. We expect the price to go towards 26, 23, and 16, and this should be our call for gold. Now the next one is we will try to go on back to the euro. Okay, the euro, I think just now it was showing up, okay, up, and right now we are seeing some weakness. So maybe we will see the chart, then at least we know where we stand. Okay, as far as the euro is concerned, okay, this is trading above the previous week high. Okay, previous week high, and current day above your previous day high. Okay, previous day high, and which is, if you go on, we will look at the target. We are looking at somewhere near 115. Okay, 114.65, 115, and 115.75. So these are the levels. So as far as this hourly is concerned, hourly is concerned, right now this is in a range. Okay, range with the high, and in fact three times it tested the high and it failed. So what we can do is we can go for a sell with the target at 70, 75. Okay, with the target at 70 and 75. So here we sell at 114. Okay, we'll try to sell at 114 and 114 15. Okay, that is a very tight stop. So let's go for a sell. One one four stop at 30. I think 70, 75. I just want, just only about 30 pips. So then we'll put a stop at 25 and 113, 70 or 75. So this is half lot, and this is we will take until 4 o'clock. Okay, then we can go for another trade, momentum. Okay, sell at 114, 15. Okay, 114, 15. The one we'll put is at 35, and this is 113.75. Okay, that's about 40 pips, and this is also a half lot, and this is until uh, maybe about 4:30. Okay, 4:30 or 5. So right now this market is trading in a range on the hourly, so we will try to exit, sell at the high, and exit before the range low. Okay, or congestion low. So now let's look at the pound. Okay, pound is also in a similar stage. Okay, so right now if you see, this is trading okay, above the previous week high, and daily also trading above the previous day high. So your 120 and 360 are in a range. So we should be looking to sell at 75 and exit before 40, 45. So here we'll try to sell at 80, and current day high is 90. Okay, 90, 95. So maybe this one we will go for just for one trade. We will try to sell at 80, then 45 as a TP. So pound, we will go for a sell 135.80. 135.80. Uh, so uh, 136.05 and 135.45. Okay, this is let me see. So the time we'll give until 4 o'clock. Okay, we'll give until 4 o'clock. So this is we are going for three trades. Okay, I think this is enough. So just now I heard that the gold is filled. So let's see the gold again. Then we will see how we can go about. Okay. So the gold, yeah, I think gold is filled, huh? Okay, gold is filled, and right now we are, I think, making about $5. Okay, $5. Okay, yeah, I think when we came, it was scraping, so we just had a push towards 38, and all the way is coming off. Okay, so we are into the trade, and gold we will try to go with the trade. Okay, so we just have to see that 33 one half breaks, and if it breaks, we can price to exit. Okay, uh, so so here any one of you hold on, okay, hold on, so now is there anyone who managed to get the entry? If you manage to get the entry, let me know. If not, then you let me know. Then I'll try to give a re-entry again. Okay. So the re-entry should be that for those people who have not got in. Okay, sorry, I'm not sharing the chart. Sorry. So here, this is a gold chart. We sold somewhere here. Okay, 38. Okay, when we were discussing, I think the market came off somewhere here. Then we had a pullback at 38. So now we are expecting the price to go lower. Okay, so now this is moving. So if you want to go for a re-entry, we should be taking at either at 36 or 38 again. Okay, so these are the only re-entry I can think of. Either you try to sell at 36 or 38. So if you enter at 36, then your stop loss should be uh, 42 or 43. Okay. So this is again, I'm telling you, if you are taking, then the the risk is there, but still I think we have to take trades. We shouldn't be looking to miss opportunity, and we should be in the game. Okay. So far we only entered one trade. Then we are waiting for other. Okay, the euro is filled. Euro is filled at 114. Okay, euro is filled. So I have two entries which I've already taken, and we are going to go with the trade. Any any one of you are holding any trades? You let me know if you are holding. If you are not holding, then you just have to wait for the orders to get filled. Then we can see how we can manage it. Okay, so let's okay. So any questions so far? I think today Monday we'll just go slow. So we just for those of you who come in late, we just managed to sell the gold at the entry. Sorry, at the session open at 3338. Then euro also the order is filled at 311400. So we are having two trades, and we are waiting for the pound to get filled. Okay. So for those of you who have missed it, I told you we can try to sell at 36 half or 36. Right now is 335.8. Then we will wait, and take note that this price has to break the 31 half. Then only we can see the price moving south. Otherwise, it can be in a range, or we may get a pullback. So this is the thing you need to take and get yourself prepared. Any questions or anything you need to ask, you feel free to ask while we are waiting for the orders to get filled and works its way out. Is there anyone managed to get into the trades? Yeah, the 3 3. I think just now the high it went was three. Yeah, 3336 exactly. So sometimes this is the problem. So either you got to get yourself prepared 10, 20 pips, or you depending on the spread. So if you feel you want to, because this weakness, okay, I'll just discuss on this trade. Okay, this weakness, if it is to be continued, because since it's trading below the previous 120 low, this weakness is expected to continue for another 1.5 hours. But the problem here is because this is a congestion, so sometimes we might get a fail break, then the market may move up towards here, then market may come back again. So that is the risk here. So you want to take, maybe if you feel that another way we can do this is, if you feel that this zero point 0.2 you don't want to take, then you split it into two. That means, you split like zero point 0.1 you enter at 3335, then you put another zero point 0.1 at maybe 3336 or 3337. So when that average comes, then your entry would still be a better entry than compared to the 3336. So sometimes you need to be smart. You need to know what you're doing. You need to get yourself prepared to say, okay, now this is the trade I want to be. Then you got to push yourself to split or reduce the lot size, so at least you don't be miss the trade and regret. Because sometimes, when we chase, either we end up at the low price, or if we're selling, then end up at the high price on the buying. So it's a better way of reducing the lot size, get into the trade, then averaging it. So that would be another method of doing things in a right manner. So previous week I was telling about pyramiding. So today I'm teaching you on averaging. Okay. So sometimes, you need to be that daring enough to take a trade. Whenever especially when we go on market, or sometimes near the market. So that is, we can't really help. So the euro, I think the pound, we I think we missed that entry. Okay, pound, right now this is we missed it. But if you want, it's the same thing. You can reduce it to go on 70 and 90. Then you average it out. Okay, then euro, we are already making about 10 pips. Okay, our order is filled, and we are already making about 10 pips on this. So gold, again getting back. Okay, we just have to see the 31 half breaks. If it breaks, we are in the safe side. Expect the price to go lower. Then if it breaks this level, 39, then we are in the danger zone, or danger of having a strong pullback. Then the market is going to come down. So these two levels we need to pay attention. One is we have to see whether the 31 half breaks. Then the next one is we see or make sure that the 38 half 39 doesn't break. So then, we just stay in the trade. Then also I give you the clue that this selling position should hit our target in 2 hours time. So we still have another 1.5 hours for this trade to work. Then eventually we lock in the profit. So I'm giving you the, the safe scenario, the alternate scenario, and the holding period. So all this we take into consideration, then you play the game. So now we are holding two trades. For those of you who came in late, we are holding two trades. One is gold sell at 38. Another one is euro selling at 114. And we are expecting the gold to go to 26, 23. And for that, the time we need to see, uh, give until 5. Then also we need to ensure that the 31 half breaks, and the 30, 39 holds, or 37.5, either one, 37.5 or 39 should be holding. So I've clearly defined you the criteria of all that needed for this trade to be a successful trade. So I've given you the holding period, I've given you the stop loss, I've given you the, not say stop loss, the warning level, okay, warning level, then the safe zone level, okay, that means once the 31 half breaks, then we know that this trade is in the safe side. As of now, I think we are still $5, but we still want to hold the trade to see whether the 31 half breaks. If the 31 half breaks, then we would make 26. If let's say we book, then we'll make about $12. Okay. But the only thing is, of course, our lot size is only zero point 0.2. So that is the thing you need to take note. So sometimes, we go for big lot size depending on the market directions and the time available, and the time when we get into the trade. So it all depends on all these factors. Okay. So any questions or anything you want to discuss? Because we only have two trades today. Today is Monday. No data out. Market is expected to be a bit quiet. Then I think that's about it. Okay. So we just have to wait till that 31 half breaks. Sorry. Sorry, I repeat again. Sorry. For those of you who came in late, we are holding two trades now. One is gold shorted at 38, then euro shorted at 114, and we are trying to sell pound at 135.80. Okay, then for the gold, we are waiting to see whether that 31 half breaks. So if this 31 half breaks, we are in the safe side and safe zone, and we should be expect. We should. We are planning to exit at 26 or 23, 3326 or 36 3323. So this 26 is about $12, and the time we are giving is until 5 p.m. That means another 1 hour 20 minutes. Then, since now we have already in the money, okay, what I'm going to do is the stop loss we revise to cost. Okay, so we'll put it as 38. Okay, I just want to mention that stop revise XAU stop to cost. So this is going to be a free ride. So either you may want to lock in your profit at 32, 33 for those of you who have entered, or you may want to wait to see whether the 31 half breaks. And if that level breaks, then we can see the price going further down towards towards 26 and 23. So looking at the price action, okay, we should see. Let me see. Yeah, we should see. As long as the price doesn't go above 38, 39, we should see the price hitting 26. And this has to be within the next 1.5 hours, or maybe another 1 hour or another 1.5 hours in extension. So overall it's still bearish is seen. Overall we still see the weakness. So we expect this price to go down. Either we close it at cost, or we see the price moving lower. Okay. Then the euro also we are going to give until 5 p.m. Okay, for the euro. Then the pound, I don't think we can get an entry because it's already trading at 67, 68. So looks like we may have missed that pound entry. So every time, for those of you who are coming in first time, every time when we trade, we'll try to look for minimum of at least 2 to 3 opportunities, and max is about 5. Max, that means we don't want to hold more than 5 trades at one go, because managing is a very tricky, and especially if the market is very volatile, then we got to be very careful. Okay, so any questions? So any questions for I know some of you are coming in late. So, and one more thing I just want to tell you, if you want to be in the trade, I suggest you try to come on time, okay? Because the time chosen for us to trade is usually, uh, you know, uh, time that can happen some activity or some movement. And one more thing is, tomorrow onwards, I also want to tell you that like we were doing this Asian session at 9 o'clock. So tomorrow onwards, I think we may want to change it to 10:45. Okay, because this 9 o'clock, I feel this is an odd time. So 10:45, then we can get ourselves prepared for the next time belt. So we might get an opportunity and go for a trade. See, either we, because usually Asian time morning, see, like for instance, the market opens at 5 a.m. Singapore time. And when it happens at 5 a.m. in the morning, there are only two markets that are trading during that time, which is Australia and New Zealand. And usually you tend to have a big movement when there is a data announcement from these two places. That means either Australia or New Zealand. Otherwise, the movement will not be there. Then 7, 8 o'clock, that's where Japan comes into play. And usually after Japan comes into play, we have three markets that is running. So we may have some activity after 8 o'clock Singapore time. So when we do at 10:45, so then, yeah, it's 10:45 a.m., correct. When you do 10:35, 45 a.m., actually 11 o'clock is the next time belt. So we have mostly all the Asian markets playing. That means Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, Japan, Hong Kong. Then we have South Korea, Taiwan, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia. So we have so many markets playing. So then I think we will get the volume and we should see some activity. Rather than, I mean, of course, this during that early in the morning open, I'm not saying there will not always be activity. Sometimes once in a blue moon. So if we really do every time, so maybe once in a while we'll get that move happening, but not every day. So now, if you are planning to go for every day, I think this time belt should work nicely. So tomorrow we will do like 10:45 will come. 11 o'clock is the next time belt comes into play. So we have 15 minutes for us to prepare ourselves for the next time belt. So at that time, I think gold will have a very clear. See, like for instance, like today, I'm just telling you today. I'm just showing you this gold chart, and this is a 1 minute chart. So let's see. Let's see. I see here. Morning market open at 6. 6. And I'm not sure whether this volume is genuine, because for futures we can get volume. So for forex, it's a bit difficult to get the volume. Another another way we can look at volume is, I don't know whether this unbalanced volume is available or open interest. Okay, let me see whether we have that. interest, yeah, open interest is there. So I don't know whether for forex we can get on balance volume. Okay, let me get this thing right. Okay, I can't find that. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I can't find that. The one I have to see uh, open interest. See whether open interest comes into play. Yeah. Okay, open interest. I think we can't see. Oh, sorry. Open interest. I don't think for forex can because basically open interest is mainly for futures. So so the only thing is we can't play the game with the volume. Okay, anyway, I'm just giving an update. So tomorrow onwards we will be doing at 10:45, and like as I promised, by mid of June. Okay, by mid of June we should be able to finalize on all our approach, our trading system, standardize everything. So at least I don't want to get yourself confused with too many tools, too many indicators. We just stick to a specific. Then we keep going based on that. Okay. So take note on that. Then we would see how we can do the thing. So 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 this is the thing. Uh, Anything else you want to ask or anything you want to share? Any questions or anything you want to discuss? Okay, because you see, this is how we do things together. Meaning when the market is quiet, when we are working on something, we can afford to discuss on other issues. Okay, looks like we are not seeing the break happening. So for just now, I told you we can sell at 36. Okay, maybe you don't sell now because looks like it's going to go higher, and looks like we may have seen the base. So for those people who have sold at 38, I suggest we may take a profit of 35 half or 35, because right now the situation is it has seen as a temporary base. We should see the price moving higher, then we should see eventually to turn down. So my 38 selling, I'm closing at 36. I only get $2, and I'm closing at 36, and I want to do a re-entry. See, this is the thing we need to tell ourselves. When we do in the trade, we expect something to happen, and we don't see that happening, or we don't get to see that happening. Then we have to take action, or we have to decide. So I want to close. Okay, remember I told you earlier on I revised my stop to 38, and I'm trying to close at 36. So since this is already starting to move up, I think don't waste the time, So probably 37 I want to close. So I'm closing at 37, and I'll just wait for. Okay, it's closed. It's closed. Okay, closed at 3337. So sometimes, you see, whenever we look at, we concentrate on 1 minute chart. We concentrate on 1 minute chart, and the moment once we see this strength coming in, you see, the strength means, higher high, higher low. That is an indication that, okay, probable, because you see now what has happened is this market has made a equal low, and the market has got strength to break above this high, and that is an indication that probable low is seen. Okay, since now I close at the thing, so I want to see, I want to re-enter slightly higher level, and that is what you should be doing. The moment once you see, you just look at 1 minute. See, like for instance, we are holding a sell, market making lower high, lower lows. Okay, until here is quite safe. The moment once you see here, this is a warning that this market is showing strength, but of course this is a failure. Then again it went down, then the price is going up. This is showing that strength, and this is second time, is taking a base, and now the strength is making a equal low and higher highs. So now is showing, the market is showing strength, but of course if you exited now, so then we got tricked. I mean, this is something we cannot avoid, in trading. So sometimes that's what I always keep saying, that you need to have a percentage of luck. I mean, we don't see, like, I mean, we cannot be depending on luck at all times, but sometimes we need to have that luck to close. Like for instance, if we know that this is going here, we will have closed here, then that means we are lucky to close here rather than here. So that is the thing we need to take note. So now we only have euro dollar in hand. Gold, we just made $1 because we felt that this is going to go higher. So now, if you look at 15-minute, okay, 15-minute chart, and this is telling you higher lows, okay, higher lows, because it's the lowest low, higher low on both sides. There is a chance that this can go towards that the next one, 42, 43. So of course, for that, your 60-minute should be supporting that view. Okay, so I mean, you can ask, we can always ask, okay, since it's going up now, okay, can we go for a buy, but of course it is a bit risky. I'm not saying you can't do that, but it's a bit risky because we we are seeing down, and we should try to go for a sell and hold. But of course you can go for a cautious buy. That means you buy here, you exit before that, which we can also do that. But we are going for a probability trade, quality trade, and all these things. So sometimes when we say that, okay, you want to buy, I mean, unless you all are very daring and very aggressive, then we can go on both sides. So go down, buy, go up, sell. We do that, but 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 sometimes especially if we get caught on few and get ourselves stopped out on few, then it can be very stress and it can be like the confidence might lose. So that's the reason why we don't want to do on both sides. Okay, any questions? Any questions or any? Okay, today is being a bit quiet. See, like just now we closed at 37. Of course, it came off. Then we felt that we should have waited. Probably we shouldn't have closed. So now it's coming back to that 38, which we expected the price to go up. And if it goes up, then I think we will say, okay, I think it's the right thing which we did. So sometimes we need to ask ourselves whether are we doing the right thing or whether are we doing the wrong thing or whether are we in the wrong side of the market. And this, so you must always respect your your mind and heart. But when I say mind and heart, I think try to stay with the mind and not the heart. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, mind meaning, okay, what you see and what you expect, that is what the mind do. So that means, like for instance, if you look into the pattern, if you look into the thing and all, your mind says that this is down, this is going to go down, so this is where it's going to go down, and all this. The heart is the one, that is the emotion, and the heart is always doesn't want to listen to the mind, and your emotion is always there. Okay, that means, like for instance, okay, just now, like for this trade, okay, like just now our mind says, okay, now it's going to go higher, we have to close, we take action, and we take action and we don't regret now. But let's say you want to listen to your heart and you are holding a cell. So that what is going to happen is your emotions will come into play. So you are holding a cell and your heart says, okay, this has to come down, and please, 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 let come down, come down, come down. So that is where the emotions come into play. But your mind says it's going to go higher. So what I'm trying to say is the trade would be good and profitable if both are in the same directions. That means your mind must say, okay, this is going to go down, and your heart must also say that this has to go down. And of course, to get into this discipline and to get into this set of mind and to get into this kind of trading, it's not that easy. So I don't know whether you agree with me or you understand what I'm saying, but this is the fact we have to accept and we have to do. Okay, so of course I think just now we should have, we should have bought at 34, at least it's $5 we have captured, but we know it's going to go up. So now when we look into the hourly, okay, I think this has got still strength to go up. I think we have an order to sell at 43 and 48. So we just want to stick to that trade and stick to that orders. In fact, the 48 should be lowered to 47 half, but I think we will do the adjustments later. Okay. So, anything, any question, anything you need to ask? I hope you learned something new today. And sometimes when you attend the session, there's sometimes I'll be sharing some knowledge and some information which is definitely would be helping or guiding you in your trading. Okay, so any questions? Okay, anyone who's holding any trades? For those of you who came in late, I know you didn't get a chance to take, but those people who have been from the beginning, did you all manage to enter any trades? Okay, so if no questions and nothing to ask, okay, then I'll see you all again at 2100 hours. Then we will see whether at that time there is any opportunity for us to trade. Okay, but as of now, I think we have already closed the gold and we are trying to go for a sell at 43. Is it 43? Yeah, but 43 and 48. So the stop loss also I've given. The stop loss is 51 and 53. So try to go for that level. Then you see how you can manage. Okay. Okay, see you all later. Thank you. Bye.